The next tool that we'll be taking a look at is called Spin Tool, and it's a really helpful tool that I use very often. So the way it works is that it lets you spin your objects around an axis. For example, let's say that I select this face here and I want to sort of rotate this around. Let's go to the top view so it's easier. So it's going to use your 3D cursor wherever this 3D cursor is. So let's hold down Shift and then right click here, and then we can activate it here by left clicking on it, and it's going to display this gizmo. Now if you're in one of the views, you can see that it sort of shows that, but you have to change this axis by clicking on these icons at the top. So let's go back to the top view and we're going to select Z axis, and now it's going to rotate around this point. So we have this face selected. In this case, that's not the something that we want. So let's go ahead and select this one over here. And now we can hold down left mouse button and start rotating, and you can see how it sort of rotates that over. Now once you do that, you can move that point, initial point where you started rotating around. You can change the arc that you created, and you can also sort of move it up and down as well. So this is helpful for creating arcs and those kinds of things. So for example, if I select this top face and let's align it to the y-axis, let's go to the front view and hold Shift, right click here, or for creating an arc it would be better if we sort of right click here. And now that we have that set up, let's go ahead and rotate this like that. And then down here in the operator panel, we can increase or decrease the number of steps that's added up there. And then we can change the angle, and we can also make some final adjustments. So we can move it sort of side, we can move it sort of down a little bit. So you have like really fine control over that. So you can see something like there. And then maybe we can sort of extrude it again towards the bottom, and it's going to let you create arcs very easily. Now there's one more tool under it. It's called Spin Duplicates, and you can also sort of enable that function while you're sort of spinning your object. Let's go ahead and press Ctrl Z. So if we select this face, and then let's use Z axis, and we're going to sort of rotate this. So you can see as I'm rotating, all of these faces are connected. If you enable the duplicate option, it's going to only duplicate these sort of like that. So it's helpful. Let's go to the top view, and we're going to Shift right click here. So if you use the second tool, it's going to do the same thing. So it's easier to just use the spin tool and enable that duplicate. For some reason, Blender has this weird bug where it just does the same thing with both of these tools for me, but you sort of enable these and turn them off if you don't want to use that. So you can see it either sort of rotates or creates a spin separately, or you can sort of add more steps like that if you want to sort of create duplicate. So this is often very helpful when you want to sort of rotate columns around, you want to create arcs and those kinds of things. So I often find this useful in those kinds of situations. So that's how you can use spin and spin duplicate tools in Blender.